Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Dreadhead Ninja Bar Rodimus Black. Finally back in the studio. Finally got everything set back up, and I'm ready to go ahead and start back doing videos. Real quick, before we get started, just want to say that it's been about 4 months since the last time that I've done this, and I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty. So forgive me and just be patient as I figure out how to, go about doing my reviews again. It's not that complicated, but you get into a rhythm of doing it after a while, and when you don't do something, kind of just like riding a bike, it takes a minute to remember how to pedal without falling over. So the first thing I want to review coming out the gate is something that was gifted to me by my brother-in-law, Cregan. This was given to me as a Christmas present, and it's a pretty nice Christmas present, if I do say so myself. What we're looking at here is DX9's Ancestrod. I really don't know much about the canon behind the figure, but he's kind of got like a Beast Wars, Zoids, IDW type of vibe to the character, and it's a really, really awesome figure. I actually seen it a while ago. I saw other people doing reviews for it, and I probably could have purchased it, but it was one that I really didn't appreciate just by just looking at pictures and seeing what other people had going on with it. But now that I have it in hand, oh my fucking god, this is an amazing fucking figure. That's another thing that I do need to address real quick before we get started. Thanks to YouTube and Copa, you're probably going to notice that there's some changes to my channel and to the content. I'm no longer going to be safe for viewing by those under the age of 16. I'm just going to start talking to you as Lamont or as myself. Rather than just being like a YouTube character. This is going to be my one spot where I can come through and I can just do me, and I'm going to talk to you the way that I actually talk, rather than trying to be all, yeah, all yippy skippy and shit like that. I'm just going to give it to you real. I'm going to give it to you raw, and that's what it's going to be. That's who I am. If you like it, subscribe. If not, you know what to do. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the packaging. So up front we have some really nice shots of the character. Looks really good with the laser saber sword. Down here we have Kaleidoscope 02 Ancestrod. On the side of the box, not a whole lot to talk about. On the back of the box, we got some nice product shots. We got Kaleidoscope. We got a product shot of Ancestrod. We have him in his what I'm going to call tiger mode. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Then it just shows you here at the bottom where you have some pictures of him with his guns, just posed up, looking good, looking real cool. So yeah, that's enough of that. So here we have the instructions that he came with. Very easy, very simple to follow. Not a whole lot. 3 little pages. So 1, 2, 3, and then it repeats itself on the back. Like I said, transformation is super simple. And because other people have already done reviews on this, I'm probably not going to do the transformation on film. We'll see how I'm feeling once we get to that point. But it is really, really simple. All right, done with that part. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a nice look at the figure itself. This thing is actually really beautiful. Now, I don't know if this is an official DX9 release or if this is a KO. It did come, I believe he ordered it off of AliExpress. And while the figure is beautiful, it is not without its flaws. And I don't want to say that the flaws are DX9's flaws, because DX9 makes a really good product. I actually have quite a few of their figures. And this one has a few pieces and, bits that tend to fall off. So if you do decide to get this, I wouldn't recommend ordering it from AliExpress, just because you might be getting a KO figure. But nevertheless, that does not in any way, shape, or form detract from the overall awesomeness that this figure brings to the table. And I'm so glad that my brother bought this for me, because if not, I would have never known how amazing this figure is. So let's go ahead and get into it a little bit. Back here on the back of the legs, you can see they have like that gold chrome. We got some die cast down here on the feet. Got multiple shades of red. You can see 1 shade, 2 shade, paint everywhere. Nice orange, very well done, very, very clean. Like I've been playing with this non-stop for a while now, and I've not seen any place where the paint has bled off the lines or where it's not been done properly. I mean, it's really, really well done. Up here on the top of the figure, you can see where there's like a canopy for if you have like a little figure you want to put in. It does open up. And also my favorite, translucent plastics. But yeah, it does open up, and if you have something small enough, you could put it in there, but I don't know, you know, but it does open, so that's available to you. These panels right here, these red panels here and here, these don't come attached when you get them in the box. They are off. They're very easy. Ooh, wow, that was loud. But they pop right off and they pop right back on. But it's done right in here with some nice detailing. Out here, some more nice detailing. Does that open? Looks like that might open. Use this sword to see if I can get that opened up. Yep, it does open. Wow, I did not know that. See, we just discovered something brand new together. Isn't that special, y'all? Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that back on. All right, cool. And I'm also going to lower my camera down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, you see you can get them in a nice little sprawl mode. The mouth does go up, down, closes. You can get like the confused dog look right there. I mean, it's on a ball joint, so you get like a lot of articulation. So, no, it's not on the ball. It's just on a hinge right here. There's a hinge, and then there's a swivel right inside there that allows it to go back and forth like so. So yeah, you get a lot of posability and a lot of it emotes well. That's the word I'm looking for. It really does emote very well, and it looks really good when you're playing with them. All right, so got that done. So let's take a look at the weapons and accessories, and we'll go ahead and get those placed on him. So first off is this one huge sword. It's pretty much larger than he is, like taller than he is, I believe. But it is very nicely done, very nice cast. Some nice sculpted detail on the inside there. You see I kind of have like sort of a jagged edge on the back. Some more detail down here. This part of the blade the handle does turn sideways. Now here's another thing that you should be aware of. These blades turn sideways so that they can be placed into these peg holes right here, right? The thing is for on mine, I don't know, individual results may vary, but on mine, I plug that in and it is so freaking tight that I'm afraid to put it all the way in. Because the last time I did, I struggled for a while to see, listen. You struggle to get that back out. So I only put it in about halfway, and I think that does the job for me. So we got that sword. Second sword is a translucent laser cyber, and that is also extremely well done as well. A little jagged right there, some good sculpted detail. Pretty much the exact same as on the other blade, but it still looks good. A little bit of paint right here, and again that just turns forward like so, and you can place that on the other side. Again, not putting it in too tight because I don't want to have to struggle to get that back out. But alright, so that's him with both swords attached. Now we can go into the guns. So we have two weapons. We have two rifles. I think these are like long range. Again, very well done, very well painted. We got some painted details inside of there. A little on weapons. I'm so glad when I do see paint. It's like even just a little bit goes a long way. The handle folds down right here so that he can hold it. These fold forward like so, and that folds all the way forward too. So you can do that if you want to. Those go back, and he does come with two of those. And he also comes with two of these, two smaller blasters that both fit in his hands as well. Not any paint on them, but they still look pretty good. Now with these blasters can connect to this blaster. So you just plug it in like so, and now you have a super long mega cannon. I don't really like the look of that, so I'm not going to leave it there, but I did want to show you that that is an option that's available for you in the event that you do decide to purchase this. Alright, so up here on the back near the visor for the pilot, there's these two arms that stick out, and they are very posable, give you a lot of options. They come all the way out, so you can move them around as much as you want, and that really comes in handy when you have them in his robot mode. But in this mode right here, you just plug these in here like so. Maybe. All right, got it. Cool. Plug that one in. Plug this one in. Get that cleaned up a little bit. And ta-dow. There you go. He's all ready for combat. And again, if you want to, you can add these on. Maybe make one side longer, one side shorter. One side's more long range, one side maybe more of a machine gun. But yeah, that looks really, really good to me. I really, really like that. And Cregan, if you're watching this, man, again, I know I've told you several times in person, but thank you. I really do appreciate this. This was not something I was expecting. But yeah, and even the tail back here is articulated. It has 3 points, so here, here, and here. So you can pose that, have it all the way up in the air, or you can tuck tail and run. Either which way, it's up to you what you want to do with your toys. So yeah, but yeah, that's Ancestrod in his tiger, liger, whatever mode. But yeah, it looks really good and I dig it. I really do. Like I wish I would have had this sooner even, but I'm glad I didn't, because then I got it as a Christmas present. But yeah, it's a great bot, and so far, I mean, I highly recommend it. But I'm going to go ahead and get this transformed real quick, and I will be right back, and we'll continue the video. All right, guys, and we are back, and I got them all transformed and ready to go. So it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of the review. This is the part I'm more interested in as a collector. I don't know about you, but it's the actual robot mode that really excites me more than the alt mode most of the time. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this one, and yeah, and then we'll do some size comparisons. So get a little bit closer in. So here on the face, you can see they have some nice blue paint right here for the eyes. Very well done. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up, but there's paint on the crest, 2 different shades of red. Face is beautifully sculpted. Some more silver details. You got some more translucent plastics here. Yellow is really well done, and you even have some silver down here. But you can still see like the translucent in the eye of the tiger head. Excuse me. Just yeah, you have like this metal flake like effect on it, which is really nice. Some like gold trim paint. It's that gold chrome on the legs still. These right here are die cast. Backs of the feet are die cast on them. They did a really good job. Now, as far as posability goes, head is on a ball joint. So move that. So head's on a ball joint. You're going to get down to there. A little bit up, not a whole lot. You can get pretty much a full 360 out of the head. You can tilt left, tilt right. So yeah. Then arms, you know, they're on a joint right here at the shoulder, which allows you to get all the way up to there, which is really nice. Ratchet, soft, nice. No, I don't want to say soft, but a nice medium ratchet in the shoulder. So you can get all the way around, full 360. Waist, unimpeded swivel, all the way around. So that's really awesome. Get a little bit of a backwards ab crunch. I always prefer forward, but backwards is nice as well. I'll definitely take that. Legs. Pretty much, if you move this out the way, let's see how far we can go. That's about it. Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to go. You're nowhere near the full splits. But it's still great for posing. But you can get all the way up this way. Knees. It's like actually on a double hinge right here. So you can get all the way back if you want to. So you get like a lot of wiggle room, a lot of play room with that right there. And then that just collapses back in. And that's basically due to transformation, but it's a nice little cheat code in case you want to get some more dynamic poses out of the figure, which he's definitely capable of. Foot is on a ball joint as well. So you can get, you know, it's about right there and out to there. Get back, forward. If the forward's not enough, the toes do tilt a little. They're also, at least the middle one does, but they do sprawl. And then your heel also moves up and down as well. So yeah, you get like a lot of posability out of this figure. Oh yeah, there's your thigh rotation is right there at the top. Also right here in the middle, this, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's like a gap right in there that allows this to move forward like so, or you can push it backwards, and that moves both legs simultaneously. All right. So figure wise is definitely out of the park for me. On the box and in the instructions, they want you to keep these front shields or these shoulder pad pieces to the front. I don't like that. I mean, I don't know about you, every to each his own, but for me, I'm not a fan of that look, so I like to keep them out to the side. I think that's much more dynamic and, broadens the shoulders and gives a much more heroic presence. The back of the figure, you can see the backpack cleans up really, really nicely. Very small, not a lot going on back there. Biggest gripe I still have is with these wings. I don't know if this is an original design or if they got this out of a comic or whatever, but to me, these need to be twice the size that they are. Rodimus Prime's wings normally stand out, and his do not. Like, you can barely see those from the front. You see what I mean? Like, they're there, but they're not really as pronounced as I would like for them to be. But they work, just like, what are you going to do? So, yeah. So, time for weapons and accessories. As you can see, I already have one of his rifles on his back. Let's check out the other one. Just fold that down, and we can basically slide that right in. Holds it, no problems. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I'm rusty. Forgot. Hands, elbows go up to about right there. Hands, they're on a ball peg right there. And then they do open this at a single hinge. But you know how that is. The pointer finger moves, and their other three fingers are all stay together. So that all works very nicely for me. Thumb is stationary. Thumb does not move whatsoever. So, but I mean, that just makes it a lot easier for him to hold weapons. So you can just basically slide that right in like so. Close the hand, and it's pretty much, and it's good to go. And I know for masterpiece figures, people like for the hands to be heavily articulated and stuff, but I actually don't prefer that because the fingers just get all fiddly and stuff, and after a while I just don't even want to play with it. But yeah, he holds both weapons, all of his weapons very well. Let's pop that out, pop this one in. Again, holds it very well. Now another thing, these two blades, I feel like I'm all over the place. But like I said, I'm gonna find my rhythm, and we'll keep it going. But yeah, so these two blades, they actually connect. There's a port down here and one on this side as well. All you do is just plug those into one another like so, and ta-da! Super long super long dual blade. And again, no issues holding that whatsoever. He supports the weight of his weapons and everything else in his own weight quite well. And like I said, I mean, he's a lot of fun to play with, a lot of fun to pose. If you're a picture taker or anything like that, I know like Sardo Numspa, he likes to take a lot of pictures and add graphics and stuff like that. And he actually asked me if I was doing this review, and I'm kind of late on delivery, but better late than never. But yeah, man, I mean, if you like, because you like taking pictures and stuff, this is definitely a great figure for that, because you're going to get a lot of dynamic poses, and he really supports his own weight quite well. So whatever you're trying to, there we go. Some nicely tolerance ratchets in there. But yeah, see what I mean? It's like, well, no matter what you want to do, he's going to get you that pose. And it's always dynamic, it's always sturdy, and it's just a really, really fun transformer to play with. And being a collector, I can say, like, I have a lot of really awesome figures, but not all of them are a lot of fun to play with. This figure right here is actually a lot of freaking fun to play with. So, yeah, so anywho, let's do a little quick comparison. So here he is next to DX9 Carry. Get him in the shot. He's just a little bit shorter, and that's not just because he's posed and he's kind of standing straight, but he's like a head or two shorter than Carrie. So if you have this figure, there you go. Another one I brought out is Siege Ironhide for a size comparison. So you can see he is much taller than your Siege figures. If you're a Siege collector, he might not fit into your collection. And finally, I have Mastermind Creations Hot Rod Rodimus as well, and you can see he is taller than he is. So yeah, there's some good size comparisons for you guys. Hopefully that helps if you do decide to pick this up. Last thing I'm going to do, oh man, I'm forgetting about all the articulation. Wow. All right, don't skewer me. But yeah, these little skirts in the front, they are also articulated as well. These move up and down, you know, just on a simple ball joint. Nothing too crazy. But these two little guns, he can hold these as well. It doesn't appear to be the tightest grip, but it does work. I've definitely seen worse. Let me see. Let's pop that in there. Yeah. See, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I give that a B. You know, I mean, it passes. Definitely passes the test. But yeah, there he is. So yeah, guys, this has been my first review back. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Hopefully it helps you make a informed decision as to whether or not this is a figure you would want to add to your collection. You know, I really thank everybody for all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the comments, all the love and feedback that I've received over the past year. And I'm really glad to be back doing this again. There's not really a whole lot coming out this year that I'm really excited for. I mean, there is, but, you know, you got like Big Firebird Nisi, and, you know, you got Hasbro has Scorponok and Skylinks coming out, but there's not a whole lot else in the third party category that I'm really hunting for this year. So I'm actually going to be doing a lot of custom tutorial vids. I've just started on my first one. It's going to be for the KO TFC Uranus. I'm going to be fixing a lot of the issues that came with that bot finally, and I'm going to do it all live, like right on camera, and I'm going to take you through it step by step. And even if it's not a project you want to do, there will still be some tips in there that you might be able to use on other projects that, you know, you might want to start on at some point, you know, if you decide to get into customizing. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you care to, please feel free to hit the like button, click subscribe or anything like that. It goes a long way. And on that note, as always and forever, my fellow Transformer fans, peace.